This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we was working on the customizing steps of key fields which makes an identity of the finance module. That is two basic settings of accounting, global settings and posting periods we made yesterday. What is the purpose of this? How to understand the new version layout pattern, old version layout pattern. Everything I was making you understand clearly. And yes, practicing will go at your own pace. Don't worry on that. Sessions will go at its own pace. Let it go. Pick a recording a day. Keep working. Got stuck up. Go back to recording. Refer. Definitely you can solve it. If not, ping me up. I'm there to help you out. But do your effort. Put your efforts first. All right. Fine. And again, you have a breaks now. Tomorrow there will be a no session day due to Christmas, and again in the next week you will have no session day for 1 or 2 days. I'll let you know by Thursday. So utilize this breaks time to cope up updating yourself until that happen, so that you can be in track of knowing about and practicing. Don't run behind practicing. First try to understand the happen sessions and try to attend every day. Okay, make an habit of every day I follow 1 or 2 recordings at least to understand, to speak on it to, and I'll make my development of capability on speaking on it. Just keep a goal on this. Okay, so this is what we have done. Now today we'll see these 5 steps of Metal Master. Let's see. Now maintain field selection for data screen. This step allows you to come up with the make of the screen layout with how the fields to be appeared. All right. So here what we do, we are going to manage the fields how to be appeared. That means in the front end when we create a material, how the fields to be appeared will be managed over here. Okay, so you are going to understand how to manage the layout here. Now the second step is all about define industry sector. Every company belongs to one industry sector. So we are going to set the industry sector and tag the above made field reference over here. So let's see how to work on these 2 steps first. So go back to the IMD screen, and here you find logistics general, and here you find material master, field selection, maintain field selection for data screen. The term itself is very clear. You are coming up with the maintenance of how the fields to be appear. You are coming up with the maintenance of how the fields to be appeared. Right. So click on the IMG activity here. New entries. He accepts 4-letter short name. It is not must it should be 4 letter only, it can be 3 letter or 2 letter, or even you can give 1 letter short name. So I give here, we're working about Zara. It says ZAR. And you can see your selection group 1, 2, 3, 4, like this many we have. Here you got a hide concept. Here you got a display concept, required entry concept, optional entry concept. So hide display required optional we have. So when we was working on similar kind of during customer master, all was in, see there it was known as suppress. Suppress or hide both mean the same, right? If you leave the radio button to hide, you cannot see the fields with content in this selection group. So where are the fields? You may think. Click on this spindle. It can be shown based on its a measurement, units of measurement text. How you want these two fields to appear? You are managing here. All right. So required display height. So defaultly all are in optional. I leave all in optional itself. Let it be all in optional. So let all be in optional. Do not disturb them so that you can understand how they all appears in the front end lively when we are creating the material. All right, everybody. So defaultly all are in optional. Let all be in optional. How they will respond and react, you will see lively after we go to the front end screen. All right. So I leave all in optional and just keep scrolling down, 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 down till last, and make sure you note all these fields, all these radio buttons are marked in optional, right? Yes, all in optional. Fine. So if I click on select second one, name, plant name, etc. So let all be in optional. We are initiating a layout with all the fields organized. During the live project, who will be doing this? Production guy will do this. But as a consultant, you should understand where the fields are manageable, where the views are manageable. That's the intention. Fields are manageable here, views are manageable. That we'll be seeing in the next step. So all the fields let be active. Just click on save. The moment when you click on save, select your request and say continue. Done. Sometimes it will throw a message. Choose the key from the allotted name specified. So it will blink over here and it says choose the key with an yellow indication. Just enter to move on so that it will give you the same one. Right. So I'm telling you what kind of errors also you may get when you're playing the recording. Please listen to the error. Explanation what I'm saying very clearly. Somebody calls me, sir, I got choose the key from the allotted name specified. Yes, I told you in the recording, in the session. If you get that message, enter and save it. So when you get a message with a yellow indication, just remember When you get a message with a yellow indication, it's a caution. Green indication, it's a confirmation of save. A red indication, it is an error, remember. So when you get a message with yellow, it is just a caution, that is alert. Red, error. Green, save. Now here I got a green, so saved. So please understand and refer the session recording very carefully and learn commandably. All right, done. So the layout has been maintained with all the fields organized in option and saved it fine. Now this layout, go a step back. I need to set the industry sector, define industry sector and industry sector specific field selection. Click on it. Every company belongs to one industry. Zara is into what? Zara is into what industry? Textiles, right? So I need to set up now in the SAP screen the industry sector as textiles. If my company is into car making, so it is into automobile. If my company is into say medicines, so it is into pharma. So you need to come up with your own industry sector now. Here it takes one letter, can be alphabetical, can be numerical. Here it will take one letter key. Sir, in my server, what I'm using, all are occupied. Alphabetical occupied, numerical occupied. Then you can take special characters at the rate, hash, dollar, anything you can take. Anything you can take. So I say new entries before that one, two, three, four, five. I can take six because six is not been used by anybody so far. So I take new entries, I say six, and I say here Zara textiles industry, textile industry. All right, in short, I'm giving, if I write completely, the space is not sufficient. That's the reason. So when I select this industry sector in the front end to create a material, how the fields to be appeared, you're managing here. So just now above we made our own field difference, Zara, ZAR, it comes down because Z alphabet. So I connect here and so please understand in the front end when I use this industry sector to create a material, the field should respond with the field reference what you organize by name Zara. That's how the both are related. That is what I was explaining even on the slide here. Define industry sector Zara industrial Zara textiles industry we made and industry sector specific field selection. So above made field selection what we made we are connected to the industry sector. So B when making B you are connecting the A step to it. Done. Now maintain company code for material type. Maintain company code for material management. I'm sorry, not material type. Maintain company code for materials management. This step is something very important. Until you connect this step, so save this, go a step back. So field reference is made in the sector for which the field reference is connected. Then settings for key fields. Sorry. Then basic settings. Now here I'm talking about maintain company code for material management. Until you do this step, you cannot step into the material creation screen. Until you do this step, you cannot get into the material creation screen. Please understand this. Sir, how come? Yes, The material what you are creating, if it is not connected to the current calendar year, then how? The material what you are creating, if it is not connected to the current calendar year, then how? Every material is been judged with some year, right? For example, when you are buying some product, what you look in, the product is belong to which year stock, which month stock. This is what you see, right? So dates play a very important role. So that's the reason in the global settings we made the calendar year connected. We made the calendar year connected, for this is all the purpose. All right, everybody, understood? So this is all the purpose for what we have connected the calendar. That is global settings we made. Now we made yesterday the global settings and posting periods and connected it to the company code, right? Since we did the needful, now it allows us to move on. All right. So maintain company code for material management. Click on the IMG activity here. Click on the IMG activity. Now here, click on position down and find ZAR, your company code. ZARI is our company code. Yes. Okay. Now here I need to give the current year. We are in which year now? We are in 2020. Almost done. We have initiated one 2025. By the time you practice, it will be 2025 anyway. This step. Even I also given 2025. So I given 2025 here. And the period we are in which month? I say 1. Enter. So the specified year is not the current calendar. It's okay. Enter. Because almost we are falling in the last working days. So the server dates will be getting updated in a day or two. By the time when we step into the material creation, it should not be an issue. That's the reason other day when I was doing the posting periods, I given 2025 because the weekend we are going to sit, and I mean that admin will be moving the calendar year of the server to the 2025. So to avoid inconvenience, I given the first, and the previous month of first is 12th. I given 2025. The previous year of 2025 is 2024. It picks up. That's the reason. What I mean, that's the impact of what we set other day, the posting periods yesterday. Right. I given the reference of the last years, that is December month of 2024 is given reference to the opening balance of January 2025, 13. That, and the last quarter of 2024 is referred to the opening balance of 2025, 16. If you refer yesterday's recording, you'll understand this point. All right. Done. So allow backward posting here. This is very important. See, in the month of Jan, we are going to create a material. By the time we post the stock, it will be almost we land into Feb. So the material which was created in the month of January, if you are accessing it in the month of February, it should allow to access. So ABP allow backward posting. DBP don't allow backward posting. Please understand the purpose of this. So allow backward posting is something which system allows you to pick the stock of previous dates to the updated date. All right. So ABP stands for allow backward posting. DBP stands for don't allow backward posting. So here we are connecting in the system how it should react. So depending upon the client, business and their product, the ABP or DBP is used. So think one point everybody. Any product which has more than 1 day shelf life, any product which is valid to use after 24 hours, ABP. Any product which is just 1 day valid, 24 hours after expire, not to be usable, then DBP. So now today everywhere we have frozen food concept. What do you mean by frozen food? Even though the, what you say, I'm sorry. See, please don't text between the session because it will deviate. All right, thank you. So what I mean to say, any product which has more than 1 day shelf life, it is allow backward posting. Any product which is just 1 day valid, don't allow backward posting. All right. So please understand this. So today you go to any company, you see any brand, the stock is almost usable on multiple dates, right? See, everywhere we have frozen food concept. Even you go to hotel, what they serve we don't know, right? So even I worked in food domain based projects, even I worked in pharma based projects where every medicine got a shelf life. Most of the, even think about these pickles, Priya pickles is SAP implemented. Even there you'll see the shelf life of 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Think about a milk, at least it have the shelf life of 1 day. Think about a bread, it got a shelf life of 3 days. So everywhere 99.9% we work on ABP, remember. So that's the reason I mark ABP. Save it. Okay. Got disconnected. Okay. Allow me a minute. Let me connect back. Please wait. Done. So let me do back. Done. Right. So ABP to be selected and save it. So why ABP? I've explained. So please, when you're following the recording, maintain ABP and save it. So finally your company code is now active with the current calendar year. Now next is the material type. Define attributes of material type. So here we are going to come up with the make of the material type. Click on the IMG activity. Now here you cannot go by new entries. You need to copy it. Sir, why you need to copy, sir? You may think. That's how SAP is designed. See, if you click on new entries, what it says, see, what it is saying, copy an existing material type, because that's how the layout is designed. So even here or even during the live project, when we got to make our own material type, we copy. Why? Because it got huge. Whenever a set of key backup tables need to be extracted which support the layout of an application, it need to be copied. That is how SAP is designed. So in some status it is must. So till now we come across one, that is during enterprise structure warehouse making. After this, now here one, and in the coming future sessions you'll come across two more stages. Right. Now, when a layout got involvement in multiple cross functionalities, you come across this situation. Now, think about material type. A material type is used for manufacturing purpose, into raw material purpose, semi-finished product purpose, finished product make purpose, right? So, the key programming layouts which supports the functionality of a material type. It interacts with production for manufacturing, semi-finished for inventory, raw material for production, raw material for inventory, and finished product for sales, etc. So when a layout participates with multiple modules, the backup tables need to be cross connected. So in such areas, it is must to be copied. So why copy means this is the reason, right? Done. So here, click on position, find FERT. FERT. FERT is the material type which we use to copy and make our own finished product. This layout sometime it get hanged up. Don't worry. Log out and log in once. If it is compiling or buffing, wait for some time, or log out and leave the system for some time because the screen get hanged up, huge backup tables to be extracted, and then re-log in again and practice. There are cases I got stuck up in this layout make, and we could waste a session day, and other day it was done. Let's see now what it says. Okay, I'll just do one thing. Let me log out and log in. Allow me a minute, please. Please wait. To click on position, find FERT. FERT is all about finished product material type. So even here, even during the live project, always we select FERT. And don't change any description somebody made as one. I just removed it. That's the reason. So do not change the description of finished product. So during the live project, who will set up this in material types? It's again the production consultant. Right? So as a trainee, you should understand the functionality where you manage the views. That's the intention we are doing here. So select, copy it, and I rename FERT by ZAR F. ZAR represents Zara and F represents finished product. Zara finished product, I say. So rename the short name and detail name and continue. Changing the quantity slash value update may cause data inconsistency. If you change, so the data will be inconsistent. I've not changed anything. So ignore the message. It is just a caution. That's what I say, right? Whenever you get a message with orange or yellow, it's a caution note. So continue. Fine. Number of dependent entries are 342. See the server what I'm using here, it got 342 number of plants over here. If I teach the same application for next batch, then it will become 343. If some of you practice and made a plant, then it will become 344 or 5, 6, 7, 8, anything. So whatever number you get, server to server, the number will differ. So during the live project, you will get only that number, how many number of plants there in the company. Here, how many plants we made kind of. Okay, I say continue. Whatever number you get, continue. Save it first. Now select your made and click on details first. Now here, this should be FERT, this should be raw material, this should be norm with quantity structures to be selected, and this should be selected external number assignment, that is a new update, and this all to be selected. And here it should be external internal purchase order number. In my server what I'm using, it is 1 and 2. Whatever numbers you get, something should be there, either 1 and 2 or 2 or 3, depending upon the server, some amount. And if we come down here, price control should be standard, and account reference, accounting category reference should be 0007. These should be marked. Why these? Now I'll make you understand. So always remember, for the make of the finished product, raw material is base. That's the first clarity. And item category group controls the presentation of the product. So what is item category group, how it responds, you will understand detailedly as we go. Right. So how this item category group responds and reacts, you will see lively after we go to the front end screen. And other than this, what other item category groups we have, that also you'll understand as we go. Defaultly it is NORM now, let it be. And with quantity structure, this should be marked, let it be, because we sell in terms of quantity worth. And external number assignment, this should be checked, so that how it reacts when I want to give a functional name other than the what you say numerical. You'll understand that in the front end screen. And user departments, how the views to presented. So here watch me carefully, all the views is selected. By chance if any view is unselected, you will not get to see the view of that particular module related. So I want all the views to be selected, because in the front end, when I'm going to create a material, probably on upcoming session, I'm going to maintain, I'm going to select 16 views relevant to SD, relevant to finance, relevant to production planning, relevant to materials master, relevant to warehouse management. We are going to maintain the details of a material. Then only make internal maintain, external maintain, sell and bank. So I need to have all the module related views to be organized. So all to be selected. If any one view is unselected, you will not get to see this relevant information in the front end screen, and the material will be incompletely created. So make sure in the copy of your made all these views are selected. Yes. And this external number index, internal number index should be maintained. Even though it is up for no use, make sure it is maintained. If it is not also, it doesn't affect our module process anyway, but it will be defaultly there. And price control always should be standard. I say why? Because whatever price we are going to connect to a product, it is to be considered as a finished product. Moving average price, we don't. Who will work on moving average price? Moving average price is all about cost at the inventory level, cost at the warehouse level, etc. For your easy understanding, it is like on road price, ex showroom price kind of, right? So, do we sell for ex showroom price? No, right? When a product is been referred during the sales order process, when a product is referred during the sales order process, system should show the price of a product for selling point of view, right? System should show the product price for selling point of view. So standard price tells you the sales cost. And account category reference always I said to be maintained as 0009, because whatever price we are going to calculate, it is finished product. Raw material, operating, spare, package, trading, we don't. Ours is finished product. So always the accounting indicators should be finished product and the standard. Right? And if we come down, by valuation area is nothing but plant. Your quantity or value update is with reference to the plant. So by valuation area to be selected always. That means valuation area is nothing but plant. And material type, it is general. So these to be. After you understand and maintain these fields how I marked, double click on quantity value updating here. 343 plants, valuation area is nothing but plants are there. For all, it will show our material type. Don't worry, it is just in the updated in the database, but usable with our material type only, because we are going to activate that. Click on position, enter to the message, valuation area ZARP. Now here you have quantity updating, value updating. This both should be checked. Very important. Pipeline mandatory, pipeline allowed, they are not for ours. It is for oil and gas based projects. Ignore them. So normally when you see a stock in the company, for example, think 100 products are manufactured. 100 count should be shown in the inventory as stock. 100 count worth value should be shown in the finance book. So value updating is amount worth, quantity updating is the count worth. So make sure you both check. If they both are not checked, means in the coming future days, system will not allow to post the stock. In the coming futures days, system will not allow you to operate the material during the sales or shipping or billing. First of all, stock will not be. No stock means no output of the order. Very important. Both should be checked. Save. Back. 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 Now the fifth step, four steps we have done today, right? Field selection, industry sector, maintain company code for material management, and material type. Number four, attributes. And number fifth is material group. This material group, we need to map it to the division. So when I step into the material creation screen, when I'm creating the material, at that time I'll do this material group so that you can understand how the material group and division are interrelated, right? So I'll be doing this step in our next session when we meet on Thursday. And please make a note, Tomorrow, no session. Due to Christmas, some of the trainings are not available. So, because of this, tomorrow no sessions are being organized. So, use this break time to work on till that happen. Tomorrow no session, next session on Thursday. All right, please mark yourself and see you all in Thursday session. Till then, keep working. Thursday we'll make this material group and I'll take you to the front end screen in order to show the material creation and the scenarios of material creation. The Thursday and Friday we work on it. All right. So thank you all and see you on Thursday, everybody.